It's Manchester United news, and it's a double blow for Manchester United. Huge blow around Lenny Yoro, who could be out for the season. Yes, out for the season. Incredibly bad news. On top of that, around the midfield, we might be about to miss out on one of our number one targets as well. And a couple of other bits I want to talk about as well around Sir Jim Radcliffe not wanting to pay compensation to the next manager, or maybe recruit the right bloody manager. But let's start off with Lenny Yoro. It started off a couple of hours ago, actually, that he wasn't with the travelling party for the game against Chelsea tomorrow. It's now coming out that the injury is so severe that there is concerns that he could be out for the season. Now, look, in fairness, I saw Terry talking about this on Twitter actually today. He said it's not injuries that we have a problem with, it's actually suspensions. But I would disagree with that. I think we're playing one game a week. And obviously, the immediate concern with Lenny Yoro is what do we do tomorrow? And what do we do for the rest of the next two games, we don't have Yoro. Well, the next three games, it looks like we don't have Yoro or Martinez. Maguire will return for Brentford, so it'll probably be Maguire in heaven. But ultimately, we've got a centre-back injury crisis. It's not just about suspension. We've got a centre-back injury crisis. And we have picked up quite a lot of injuries this season. And remember, we've played the least amount of games this season than we've played in 100 years. I think we haven't played this few games since like 1913. So how the bloody hell are we going to cope next season when we still picked up injuries playing one game a week? That's to do with your player profile, by the way. And I've been talking about this, and many of you have agreed over the last few months. And we know we've got to sign players. We know we've got to get a good manager in. But we're not going to sign 20 players, and we're not going to settle 15 players. We're going to have a lot of these players that we've got now going into next season. How many of them are going to be able to deal with 2 games a week? Because we have had injuries this season. I mean, De Ligt's been out for most of the season. Mount's had about 50 injuries. Dorgu's had a long injury. Mainu's had a couple of injuries. Even Bruno's had an injury. We've obviously got Mazraoui's had a couple of injuries, I think, as well. So we've had quite a lot of injuries for a team that doesn't play. And what that means is these players can pick up injuries anyway. It is a concern. I also would add in the discipline as well. I know Maguire's was harsh and Martinez's was harsh, but we shouldn't be picking up the amount of suspensions and injuries we're getting at the moment. I sort of want to park the suspensions really, because are they unlucky? Is it bad luck? Whatever. But the injuries are concerning. You know, we're not playing in the FA Cup and in Europe. We're playing one game a week, and we're picking up injuries. And of course, these next 3 games, as we were talking about earlier, against, 5th, 6th and 7th? We've got Liverpool in 3 games' time. We've got Brentford in 2 games' time. And we've got Chelsea in the next game.